afternoon all. Hello, welcome to today's Facebook Live, and it's Bitesize Learning. Different day, different time slot, and without warning, so I'm just popping in today because I've been a bit behind on my videos. Again, just penciling them into the diary, scheduling into the diary and getting things done hasn't been quite going according to plan. So I've got the time slot, I've got the gap. I just thought, let's just do this video now and I'll get it out and it's there then for you to watch. So, who am I? Alison Brown of Alice Therapy Academy. Yes, the Newport County fan and Liverpool fan, but calling for Newport at the moment as they're in the playoff finals. So, get that out of the way. Excuse the different orbs that are flying around me at the moment. I've got a spinny outside and the sun keeps catching, so it's lovely that I'm working in here, but I've just pulled my door shut to be able to concentrate. There you go, to be able to concentrate and do things, and of course it's the lights are now coming in here, so I hope that's not off-putting for you. So what am I talking about today? It's all about customer service and category of one. If, like me, you're a therapist in your area, whether it's a village, whether it's a town, whether it's a city, you will find that there are a mass of other therapists in your area. So it's all about how are you going to attract clients? How are you going to be seen above other therapists? Above, don't like using the word competition because we're all in the wellness industry and we should really all support and care for one another. As I said, and I don't believe in competition, but then again, good competition is good because it just keeps you on the ball a bit. But how does it make you stand out from everybody else that's there? There's lots of different things, which it can be down to your marketing, to your message, to your ideal client. I often talk to therapists and they say to me about, oh, but I've got this client coming through the door, I've got that client coming through the door. What do I do? I don't know what to do because I don't really know if I want to work with them. What should I say to them? And my answer is, if they're your ideal client. If they're not your ideal client, find a therapist that is. So if they've got a speciality who your client really needs, then point them in that direction. Make sure you check that therapist out. Maybe you've already met them through networking or you follow them on social media or something. Check them out and then point that client to that therapist in that direction. You may even want to, notify them, Facebook message them or email them and said, I've had a client in today, she really needs your help, blah, 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 blah. And let's let them know that you're sending that over. But please make sure if you get a client from somebody else, contact that therapist and thank them for the referral, for the heads up, whatever. Thank them for it. The amount of times that I hear that therapists are being given clients, a therapist is passing a client, passing a client onto the therapist, and I said that original therapist is not even being thanked, not even being acknowledged. Come on, guys, where's the manners? What's going on in this day and age? It's good business. Why aren't we thanking one another? Just thinking now, have I thanked everybody that's sent people my way? Anyway, so, check things out. So that's one thing, that it's not all about keeping the client for ourselves. It's all about the benefit of our client. What does our client need? What does our client do? We can't provide everything from our clients. We said that about marketing, putting the marketing message out there. We can't message to everybody. We have the ideal client, we have a selective and a special marketing message that gets through to the people that we want. We know we can help everybody out there, but if we market to everybody, it gets nowhere. So that's why we have our ideal clients, where we have our marketing message for certain people to reach those people that we want. So it's the same as, yes, we can help everyone, and some people might want to work on everyone, but there might be some clients that you really don't feel comfortable with working with. I don't know, whether it's you don't like working on men, whether you don't like working on sports massage, maybe you don't like working with pregnant ladies, maybe you don't like working on the older generation, whatever it is, if they come to you and you really feel uncomfortable with them, don't just turn them away, just don't ignore them. Have a therapist in mind that you can direct them to and said, they're going to be able to provide more bespoke therapies for you, more bespoke treatment, and be able to specialise in your needs. Point them in that direction. That's the best way to work it with that one. So that's a bit of customer and client care there, in that not just hugging them and keeping them for yourselves, but point them in the right place where they can get the best help. What about that makes you to be, category of one? But we talk about category of one is what makes you you, what makes you extraordinary, what makes you stand out from everybody else, what makes you different from everybody else. We've always used to call it like the USP, unique selling point. What was that something of you? Well, this is what we're looking at now, is the category of one. What is it with you that is so different to everybody else? What is it you do as part of your customer service that makes you different? And this is where I say, have a look at other businesses. See what other businesses are doing. If you can't get things to mind, have a look at what other businesses do. Have you ever got anyone to come in and work for you and your own home? So what about the suppliers? What about plumbers, electricians, builders? What people have you had through the door that have done work for you? What have they been like? What have they been like with you? So what have they been like for communication? Have they been good or are they poor? What have they been like, if they become as a recommendation or if they come from a referral? Have you found them through their advertising, through their marketing? Have you found them through networking? Have a look through and find out where you're finding these people. Even if you need to go and if you're still struggling, go to other salons, spas, clinics, try the therapists out, try the treatments out, see what they're doing on their social media pages, see what they're doing on their websites, see what they're doing with their treatments, right from when you make an inquiry. Maybe it's their Google My Business, their listing, but check it out and just go through as a client and see what their system is right from start to finish in being a client for somebody, because again, you might learn things from them and what you can do and tweak into your business. But look at other businesses. Sometimes other businesses will have the ideas, even if it's not in your industry. So I said plumbers, builders, hairdressers, florists. See what they're doing. What systems, what customer service do they do? Because another business might give you an idea that you tweak into something for yourself. That's the category of one. That's being extraordinary. Again, Google search category of one. Find out the meaning of it. Read the books upon it and see how you can bring that into your business. Are you part of a team? Is it just you running a business like most of us are, or or do you have a team of people that help you with your business? So I mean, you might have a team of therapists within your clinic, but if you're on your own, do you have a team? Do you have a VA, that virtual assistant that does admin for you? Do you have somebody that does social media for you? Do you have somebody that's your web guy, web person? Web guy, web lady, whatever you want to call them, but your web person that does your website for you and sorts that out. There's different things. They can still be part of your team. They're not just somebody that you've paid for to build your website for you. They are still part of your team. How do they work? How do you all work together? What is it you provide? Because again, having that team, it's your safety net. That's your fallback. That's what, use it. You've got the organisations are there as well. They're part of you, whether it's the FHT, the CTHA, Professional Beauty, whether it's the new Think Tree Hub, whether it's the Therapist Business Club, whether it's Mumpreneurs Network Club. These are all part of your team. They are all part of your support system. They're all part of your safety net. Federation of Small Businesses. chamber, you know, Chamber of Commerce, your local area. These are all part of your team. You don't have to work this alone. Same as Federation of Holistic Therapists local support group. There are other people that go there where it's great to get together to sit and have a coffee and have a chat. I went to Eastbourne last week to give a talk on Instagram, and we were chatting, and there was another therapist there who was a homeopath, and she'd been in business 20 years. Well, after I'd done my talk, I encouraged about grabbing a coffee, grabbing a tea or a coffee refreshment, and we sat there and we chatted, and the other attendees stayed on, and we were sitting there talking. Somebody was asking about consultation sheets. Do we include that in the time? Do we charge extra for that? Homeopath would, because it's a huge, big, long consultation they'll go through. Such as my massage therapist is just qualified or is qualifying in the process of Ayurvedic medicine, and she's given me a consultation form to be a case study, and that's a huge form. That will be part of the pricing process, will be part of that as well, to go through all of that. As me, I wouldn't charge for consultation because it's still a full consultation form, but we go through it. But I tell clients to add on extra 15-20 minutes before their treatment starts, because we've got to go through that form. Other therapists I know really bring in a consultation form in now, because they're really going more in depth into their health. They're looking at their self-care, they're advising, they're bringing extra things like breathing, like yoga, exercising, diet. They're bringing whole that process into the consultation. It's what they've qualified in, it's what they've trained in, it's their expertise and knowledge. So they're bringing that into their consultation process and charging for that. But again, that's making them unique. That's making them their category of one. That's making them stand out from other therapists. But it's all part of this team. There's all this other people that you may just be solitary working on your own in the business, but you're working as a team with other people behind you and supporting you to keep that business going, to keep that business rolling forward. Now, other things I want to share with you as well, when we talk about customer service, there's all the things that we talk about that we know. We got that consultation. What do you do when the person's having a consultation? Do you give them a Wheatie bag to place on their shoulders while they're going through the consultation, to help the shoulders to relax, to help the person relax? Do you, before giving a reflexology session, do you let people sit there and soak their feet in a lovely bowl of warm water, or water with essential oils in, or water with stones in, or a foot spa, again, before they have the treatment? Do you place a bowl of water underneath the face hole, again with essential oils that people can while lying there can inhale? Do they give them a Wheatie bag? Are they on a hot, on a warm couch? All these different things that you can bring in to give it customer service, to bring in the customer experience, to make it feel so special. It might be you're sending the consultation form before you actually meet up, so that's dealt with and out the way, and you've got that before that people turn up. It's different things, different situations, different ways of working. It might be that you confirm, you might take a non-refundable booking fee, not deposit, non-refundable booking fee, or you may take the payment on booking, all on an online system, and then sending them a confirmation when they book, and then a day or 24 hours before that you've got people are looking, you're confirming with them what's going on beforehand, that they're reminding people that they've got the appointment, they have their appointment. Do you send them away with a drink, a warm drink, a cold drink? Do you send them away with a little package to take away with them, like a self-care? Do you, after the appointment, 24 hours later, follow up, asking how they are? All these different things you can be put in and part of a step by step as part of their customer service. But also what I want you to think about is, I think it's time for us as therapists to educate the public. This is a bit of my soapbox moment. This is my bit of where I bang on bang on the drum. This is my, you know, at present, my call, my rally call, my whatever you want to call it. This is my one that I'm seeing at the moment. Lots of therapists that are qualifying in short, quick courses. I don't mind if a therapist has been training for 2 years or a year in massage and in reflexology or whatever, and then does 1 day, you know, add-on courses, CPD courses to add on to their qualification. I haven't got a problem with that. It's when people are learning massage online. It's when people are learning reflexology online with no hands-on experience because they're being taught by videos. Myself, this is my own work. This is my own thoughts. These are my own feelings about this. This is not, if somebody else is selling videos and whatever, good luck to them. I'm doing online courses myself, but not in therapies. My online courses are all about business, how to market, how to sell, how to use social media, all that. But learning therapies online without having a tutor there to go through and show everything through on experience and making sure pressure's okay, everything, that bothers me. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. I've been working now nearly 20 years in this business. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. Don't know. I am hearing a therapist that I've learned online that haven't even done A&P. The horror stories I'm getting here now with working with the academy, it's just frightening. And I can understand why things are happening. Things have to move forward. Things have to change. But I'm not so sure about not learning hands-on stuff. So I think it's up to us to, as therapists, to educate the public. It's time for us not using it as a marketing pillar, not using it as a selling, but using it as content, using it as information. So creating as blogs, creating news in newsletters, creating it as videos or Facebook Lives, creating it as news and information to our clients and to our friends and followers, that we need to inform the public and keep them up to date. So share our story, how we got into our industry, what are we doing, because we're also building that know, like and trust. We're building that formula of that know, like and trust. People are getting to know us then maybe, you know, before they even book with us. So share our story, how we got involved, how we got into this industry and creating our business. The training we've done, the qualifications we've got. How long did the training do? Where did we train? Because you can always put that list of, I call it my toolbox, and I put my list of qualifications, because I don't do all my therapies now. I don't provide them all. I've got my basic set of therapies that I provide, but I've got my whole list of my tools that I can pull out now and again and work with if I feel my client needs it or is something I want to work on for a while. So always share have your list of tools in your toolbox of your qualifications and when you qualified them, and then what qualification it was when you qualified. Share that. Share about if you're an FHT member and you're register, share that you are on that register. Share about the Professional Standards Agency, that it's a kite mark and that you're honoured or you're happy or glad that you're on that therapist register, that people can find you. Share that link to that register, the where you are. Share that, because again, and explain why you're on that list, because you meet a code of ethics, a professional standards, that you've been trained in the appropriate way. Share photographs of your certificates. Share a photograph of your insurance or your organisation form. Share that. Put either got that pinned up in your treatment room, or if you're mobile, have it in a folder with all the certificates in, or just share photographs on your Instagram or on your social media pages, whatever, Facebook, whatever. Share photographs of your certificates. Show people your training, what it is you do. Have little videos there of your treatments. What does a body massage look like? What does aromatherapy look like? What does it entail? you know, how you mix a blend, how you get your blend for your client, how you mix it ready for the client. That's only a minute long, but that's a minute's video that you can put up there. What's the hot stone massage? What's Thai herbal? What's reflexology? One of my academy members the other day done a quick Facebook Live with her at a client's feet and just explaining about reflexology and what she's done. Brilliant. Puts the word out there. You can demonstrate a facial, you know, the differences between a holistic facial and a beauty facial. Talk about your products, different things that you can do that show you all the expertise, that educate the public. There's too many things going on at the moment. I told you, it's my rant, my soapbox moment. It's supposed to be bite-sized learning, but oh dear. But there's too many things going on at the moment where we've got different forms of news, different things that even people who are selling products are telling the experts, telling the qualified therapists that we don't know what we're on about. We're trying to keep professional and we're working and demonstrating in our own way, and it's better to do that than to get in, you know, in a full argument. But we need to make the public aware. Public aware are getting burnt, they're getting allergies, they're getting different things happening because they don't know the full news of what's going on. I just heard something on the news today that somebody, I think it was in Australia, apparently now in Britain is being hunted because there's some professional thing he's saying that's natural therapy, but included in the product is bleach. And it's like, he feels like he's being hounded because people don't understand natural health. Excuse me, I don't want him to be involved in natural health like that. So this is what we need. You know, he was on about curing cancer. That's the big no, and we know that. But I think it's just this is the time for us to talk to people, to share with people, to make it not just about our treatments and how we can help them, but what our treatments are about, what our therapies are about, what the sessions are about, what the appointments are about, what, you know, what we're the expert in about, what we do, how we work, what it all means, what's the background. So I think these are the things that should be sharing now as part of our customer service. Told you it's my rant, excuse me. Getting it off out of my throat. But it's part of that customer service and part of that category of one, that you're standing out and being different from everybody else. We're so used to being invisible and hiding and just showing our therapies and telling people, oh, book now is £10 off, and etc., etc. Let's get blogging. Let's show our expertise. Let's tell the people. Let's tell, you know, the public, the people, what this is all about. We've got the doctors now in this country are now going to be doing social prescribing, and we're part of that. We're part of that social prescribing. So get involved with your local doctors, get involved with your local team, be part of that social prescribing and helping the public. That's what we're here for. So, right, I'm going to go now and calm down. That's my 23-minute, about 10 minutes of a rant, but hopefully you've got some help and some information there and some bite-sized learning that you can take forward with you, that you can use and take forward and move within your business and helping. And let's just get the word out there. Even if you're not sure about using it yourself, look through your organizational magazines, share stuff from in there. Look at the FHT website and others where they've got blogs and lots of information that you can share from your clients if you can't create the content yourself. But let's get the news out there about what awesome therapists that we are, and you know what we can do and how we can support and help people. So that's me for this week. I will love you and leave you now, and catch up with you soon and help you with your therapy practice. Speak to you soon. Bye.